The next song that we are going to be playing is called Fantasy on a Japanese Folk Song. And I'm just going to read you some of the program notes that the composer wrote. So it says that Fantasy on a Japanese Folk Song tells the story of a Japanese girl who was given a music box by her mother and father when she was just a child. This music box played the Japanese doyo, or child song, Tsuneyama. As a young girl, this music box always provided a sense of comfort and solace during her trying times. When she becomes an adult, she falls in love with an American and faces the choice of staying in her Japanese village or marrying and going back to America with him. She is so very much in love with him that she chooses to leave. However, she later realizes the need to feel close to her culture, and part of her always wonders if there was a life for her in her native Japan. As time goes by, the sense of conflict, which was more easily suppressed in the beginning, surfaces with more intensity, proving that only in a woman's heart can there exist an inner love and an inner war simultaneously. Balancing her love for her husband with her love for the culture she left behind gives way to painful episodes. During these moments, her only method of coping with her circumstance is to lock herself away, open the music box given to her as a child, and at the sound of the very first note, cry. Please enjoy Fantasy of the Japanese Folk Song.
I wanted to mention that we are going to also feature a taiko drum, which is that large drum in the back of the band. And you'll see that it's elevated so you can see it, and Deno is playing it tonight. You'll hear bass drum, timpani, and taiko drum sort of competing with that pulsing part. And it is the Western influences and the man that she's fallen in love with that represents the bass drum and the timpani. And then what you hear from the taiko, the discord, the parts aren't going to exactly line up. That's her Japanese heritage. So listen for that.
All right, we've got one more for you tonight. But before we do that, we have our interactive part of the concert. When Ensemble, be ready. Okay? So, for just a moment, I want you to remember where you are. You are in 8th grade at Tyee Middle School, right? There's several of you in 7th grade, but that's okay. We'll ignore that for now. Okay? So, you're all going to Tyee Middle School right now. There's a lot of you who were in their shoes a few years ago, right? So, here's what I want to ask you. First off, say yes if you were afraid of the idea of marching band. Yes. Say yes if it got better. Yes. Interesting. So a lot of them actually came to really like marching band. Hey, now how about this? Stand up if you're involved in football. There should be a couple of you at least. Vintage, Griffin. All right. All right, stand up if you're involved with swim team. Stand up if you're involved with wrestling. Yeah, why not? Stand up if you're involved with soccer. We got a couple. Always, always, always. Okay, so we do have some athletes, right? Stand up if you're in a sport that I haven't mentioned yet. Did I mention one? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them, see? All these athletes in band. It is possible to do both. Okay, now here's another big one. Stand up if you're involved with robotics. Yeah. This is a big part of Newport too, right? Okay, so my point here is that you can do more than one activity. If you've noticed that we have a table of stuff out there outside the door, and hopefully the parents have noticed this, but one of the things out there is a brochure of all of our course catalog offerings for all the entire band program, as well as a way to be able to keep band in your life all the way through high school. And I would really like to encourage you to take a look at that, because really, as you're applying to colleges, it's the things you do outside of academics that are going to make you interesting to the people in the office. So keep that in mind. It really, really does help. Even if you don't become a music major, it's a good way to help you get your foot in the door. All right, next big question. Stand up if you're from Odell. Do we have any Odell people? We got a couple. Woo! All right, stand up if you're a transfer student from outside of the district. We got a couple. All right, now stand up if you're from Tillicum. Are you ready for this? Stand up if you're from Tyee. Tyee, you are our backbone. We need you. We hope to see all of you, okay? So stick with it. You are going to enjoy it. All right, I think you're tired of my voice. If you haven't noticed, by the way, thank you guys. If you haven't noticed, we are teaching wind ensemble right now, so that's why we have 2 directors. This is my piece coming up. It's called Armenian Dances. I hope you enjoy it.